Do you know how hard it is to show these hard down radical religious people that there was no belief in heaven until the New Testament came along? I mean, the belief is purely from the Greek and Roman world. That's why in the New Testament's book of Revelation, they claim Jesus went and took the keys of death from Hades. The Bible even goes on to tell you that Jesus had to teach the disciples these new ideas. Like one instance, the disciples asked him about the Levirate marriage of marrying your dead brother's wife and raising up the children for him. They asked whose wife would it be during the resurrection, because they never had to worry about the issue before, since heaven was never taught to them. Jesus replied and says, in the resurrection, there is no marriage. The proper response of Jesus was actually teaching them Jewish doctrine would be that there is no literal resurrection. All throughout the Old Testament, resurrection was used as a metaphor of reuniting and reviving the nation of Israel from sin and oppression. It was never taught as someone literally coming out of the grave. And this is why the New Testament is considered a false doctrine in the Jewish world. Because the law specifically tells Jews that even if their own brothers or fathers create a doctrine from those that are around you, to not accept it because it's deception. Plus, if anyone actually reads the Old and New Testament and compare it, the New Testament is full of fake citation fulfillments, and they add on and misconstrue the context of the Bible. And people fall for it because they skip around the book and never really read it. So if the Romans decide to kill Jesus in the story, why would the Pharisees save him when all he did was criticize them and basically tell people not to eat the bread of the Jews? Jesus teach about this false teachers and false doctrine thing, but that's actually what he was in the Bible. And the average reader is not going to catch the metaphor of the Old Testament. But that's an entirely different subject that I don't even have time for right now, bro. But I challenge all of you radical religious people to examine that entire book and stop coming out here in these streets being overly judgmental with a false religion. Cello the Great, man. Fuck with your boy. 100.